All right, everybody, I'm on the Learning Packet 2, Day 2, and we're talking about writing. And your job today is to finish your plan and start writing. So let's go back to the plan that we ended with on Day 1. Now, if you don't have this plan or you don't have it this far, at this point, you would want to go ahead and pause the video, go back to Day 1, and finish up your plan. Because at this point, you need to have your opening. And remember, our opening is just copied right off of our paper in the packet. One day, I was walking to school when I heard a loud screech from above. I looked up and saw a huge falcon about to land on my head. Then the falcon spoke. It said it would take me anywhere in the world I wanted to go. After I copied that section from the packet, I added an extra sentence. So I asked it to take me to, and then at this point, I put in the one place I decided I wanted to visit more than all the other places, which for me was Paris, France, and yours should be something different. And now we're ready to move on to finishing our plan and starting to write our story, which as far as I'm concerned can happen all in this flea map at the same time. All right, I'm moving on to the first thing I decided to do once I got to Paris, France. Now, remember, we want to use a transition. And since first and second graders use the transitions first, next, then, and they're really used a lot by the younger kids, I wanted to use a transition that was a little bit older for third graders. So when I put in my transition for my blue section, I wanted to go with something a little bit more advanced. So here's what I did. I wrote, as soon as we got there, I knew I needed to visit the Louvre. Can you take me to the Louvre so I can see the art? I asked the falcon. It agreed, and I spent the whole afternoon walking around the most famous museum in the world, looking at the most beautiful art I had ever seen. All right, the transition that I chose is highlighted in light blue. As soon as we got there. That is a transition phrase, and it's a little bit more advanced than saying, first, I knew I needed to visit the Louvre, right? So see if you can mess around with a transition that starts with as soon as we got there, as soon as we landed, as soon as you decide. And then I want you to tell me the first thing you did as soon as you got where you were going. I wanted to go see a museum. So I said, as soon as we got there, I knew I needed to visit the Louvre. Don't forget that you want to add at least one person talking in each paragraph. And guys, as third graders, really that's all you need. One person talking in each paragraph is enough to show that you understand dialogue without overdoing the dialogue, because dialogue can be overdone. It turns into people talking back and forth, and I do want a little bit of narration in there as well. So one person talking in each paragraph and you're good to go. Don't forget it starts with quotation, capital, and I said, can you take me to the Louvre so I can see the art? And then I ended mine with a question mark, quotations, I asked the falcon. Now because I have a question mark, I don't need my comma. The question mark takes its place, because normally there would be a comma here. So try to stick in some dialogue, but use this first paragraph, this first blue paragraph, to explain to me what you're going to do first. And the number one question I get is, Mrs. Knight, how many sentences do I need? Sorry guys, there's no magic number as to how many sentences you need. You need as many sentences as it takes to tell me what you did first. If you're looking for a basic idea, it took me 3. I started with as soon as we got there, then I had some talking, and then I ended it. But this last sentence is beautiful because look at it. It agreed, and I spent the whole afternoon walking around the most famous museum in the world looking at the most beautiful art I had ever seen. This is a compound sentence. It's got an exclamation point. This sentence is a long third sentence. Again, you decide how many sentences it's going to take. Try a more advanced transition. Try to stick in some dialogue. Tell me the first thing you did when you got there. It is now time for you to pause the video and write your blue box paragraph. Tell me what you did first. Ready? Go. All right. Hopefully you paused the video, you wrote down your first blue paragraph, and you are ready to move on to orange. And that's my second paragraph. This is going to be the second thing we did when we were there. And again, I want to try to go for something that's a little bit more advanced, a little bit older sounding for my transition. So here's my next paragraph with my next transition. After that, really simple. After that, I wanted to see the Eiffel Tower. Then I threw in a little bit of dialogue. Do you want me to take you to the very top? Asked the falcon. I decided to be brave and said yes. Notice I didn't put this in quotation marks. I'm just telling you I said yes. At the top, I could see for miles. I was also scared out of my wits because it was the highest I had ever been. After about 5 minutes, I asked to be taken down to the ground, where I stared up at it from the grass. It was amazing. And again, remember I said there is no magic number for how many sentences you need. My first paragraph had 3 sentences, and this one has so much more. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sentences here. But I did add in a few things that I know were going to give me some extra style points. I've got some exclamations going on here, another exclamation here, got my dialogue, got my transition. I even put in some compound sentence in the first one, and I have a complex sentence in my next one where it says, I was also scared out of my wits because it was the highest I had ever been. Now that's a compound sentence that you learned about in packet number 1 of the learning packets. It has the word because, and those are always good to throw in for extra style points when you're writing. Now you're going to do the same thing. You're going to pause this video, start with after that, that's fine, use the same one I have, and tell me the next thing you did in this place the falcon took you. Try to add some dialogue and use your quotation marks. Don't forget those. Tell me what you did next. Pause the video. Go. All right. Hopefully you paused the video. You finished writing your orange paragraph. And if you need to take breaks, you can always come back to this tomorrow. I know it's a lot of writing. I am now going to move on to my third paragraph, my purple paragraph. When I say third paragraph, what I mean is my third body paragraph. This is actually my first paragraph. This is my second. This is my third. And this is my fourth. But when I say third, I mean my third body paragraph. The third thing I did. Again, going for a more advanced transition. I don't want to use first, second, third, or first, next, then. So here's what I did. I chose for the rest of the day because I knew that I would spend a little bit of time at the Louvre, a little bit of time at the Eiffel Tower, and then I would want to spend the rest of the day at Disneyland. So I wrote, for the rest of the day, I wanted to go to Disneyland Paris. Here's my dialogue. I'll come pick you up at 7 o'clock, said the falcon. So I spent the rest of my day wandering around Disneyland and riding rides I can't ride in California. Without a doubt, my favorite ride was the Ratatouille ride. Who knew it could be so fun? And I threw in some things for style points. Transition, that's a little bit more advanced, right? That gives me style points. Dialogue gives me style points, and I used my quotation marks. Don't forget those. And here I did use my comma because I didn't have a question mark. He just said, "I'll come pick you up at 7 o'clock," said the falcon. And then I threw in some compound sentences again. Without a doubt, my favorite ride was the Ratatouille ride. That's a compound sentence that gives me style points. And then instead of using an exclamation, which I had been using quite a few of, I decided to go with a question. Who knew it could be so fun? So again, tell me the third thing you did. Try for a more advanced transition. Stick in some dialogue. Tell me what you did next. Pause the video and write your own. Go. All right, hopefully you guys have paused the video. You've written your third body paragraph, your purple paragraph, the thing that you did next, because we are ready for the conclusion. The conclusion is going to be the end of my story, and I do kind of have to wrap it up. I am going to have the falcon take me back home. But I also want to add a little bit in there, like how I felt about the day, next steps, that kind of thing. So here's how I did my conclusion. My conclusion says, at 7 o'clock, that is a transition, and it's a little bit fancier than just finally, although finally works. The falcon swooped down from the sky. I grabbed its talons and hung on tight as we flew back home. It was the most incredible day of my life, and I will never forget my experience. I only wonder if anyone will believe me when I tell them what really happened that day I walked to school. So here I ended it by getting back home. I didn't just say, I flew back home with a falcon. I wanted to make it a little bit more interesting to give me some style points. So I said I grabbed its talons and hung on tight as we flew back home. And then I went into my feelings. It was the most incredible day of my life, and I will never forget my experience. And then I just added a little bit extra for fun. I only wonder if anyone will believe me when I tell them what really happened that day I walked to school. So you're going to pause the video now, and you're going to write your conclusion. How does it end? How do you get back home, and how do you feel about this day? Write your conclusion, and you are done for the day, everybody. This is day 2 writing. We are done. If you need to split it up and do some more of it tomorrow, that's fine, because this is part of writing it. All right? Hopefully this answered any questions. If it didn't, post them in Google Classroom. Talk to you later.